education is very expensive. And so a lot of students that I work with, they go to undergraduate here and they get a bachelor's with already some student debt. Less, more, it depends on their situation. So a lot of students are very hesitant to continue education and get into more debt. So this is a very important point to make, is if you are kind of willing to put time and kind of research into this, you can find programs that do provide funding, which could be full tuition and then some stipend. It could be fellowships, like you mentioned, that you have to additionally apply for. Yes, it will be a lot of work on the kind of before you even start the program, but it's totally worth it graduating with a very minimal financial kind of debt, I would say.
Yeah, in grad school, we say if it doesn't pay, it's not worth it. Make sure that you find programs with funding. And trust me, there are many programs with funding. Oftentimes we think, well, STEM is pretty hard to get into and hard to get assistantships or scholarship. They are available. They are there. There are programs that do offer support to students. So just make sure you do your research.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. When you say that you had a research assistant position, I'm guessing they had teaching assistant, research assistant, maybe even some programs had graduate assistant. Could you share what your role was about? What does that mean to be a research assistant?
At the University of Tennessee, we had two options, research assistant or teaching assistant. Usually PhD students were getting TA and masters would get RA. As a research assistant, you work with a professor. Usually they match you based on your interest. So when I was applying at the time, I was going for agricultural economics, and I was interested in ag economics policies. So I was matched with a professor who is working in that area or was working at the time. And he was my advisor. I was just working for him. He had different projects. Sometimes it would be literature review. He would send me, hey, I'm researching this topic. I want to know more about it. So you find all possible articles, you go, you read them, and you summarize to give him, a big picture, what is there right now on the topic that he wants to get into.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just, yeah, working for the professor, helping him out with whatever is going on in his research.